Hi, I'm Dr. John Bigley, Medical Director here at the Baldwin Park Medical Center. Welcome to our Everyday Heroes special virtual gallery event. While we can't meet in person, we didn't want to miss this opportunity to recognize our exceptional honorees. And going virtual is the next best thing, and you get to enjoy this event from the comfort of your own home or office. At Kaiser Permanente, our employees and physicians are our biggest asset, and we celebrate and honor them through our Everyday Heroes event. The honorees today will be recognized for their acts of courage and kindness, their quality, and their community involvement. This is our 9th installment of this event, and we're excited to have you here today. So to kick it off, I have the privilege of recognizing our first honoree, Dr. Paula Rogers from the Head and Neck Surgery Department. In addition to her role as surgeon, Dr. Rogers volunteers much of her time doing community service. For the last 3 years, she's volunteered with Step Up, a mentorship organization for female high school students aged 13 to 18 years who are living or going to school in underserved neighborhoods. The program's primary goal is to encourage students to attend and complete college. In addition to volunteering, Dr. Rogers also serves on the board of directors. They are strong, empowered, and ready to be our next leaders, says Dr. Rogers. I let them know that they can do it. It's so gratifying being involved with this program as it gives me a special feeling in my heart. Paula works hands-on with the students, providing mentoring and activities relating to college preparation, building confidence, interviewing skills, and exposing them to different career options. Dr. Rogers is such an inspiration, says Gabby Romero, Department Administrator of Head and Neck Surgery. She is so dedicated to her patients and our team, yet she also makes the time to give back to the community. It is a privilege to work with her. Congratulations, Paula. And now, I'd like to turn it over to Eugene Cho, our Senior Vice President and Area Manager, to introduce our first team.
Thank you, Dr. Bigley. It's an honor to recognize the outstanding work that our employees and physicians do every day to make every moment matter for each of our patients. In addition to being featured in our local gallery on the first floor of the Medical Center, every one of our honorees will receive an exclusive Baldwin Park Medical Center Everyday Heroes pin and a print of their own gallery panel. Our next honorees are a group of individuals who define the power of teamwork. Among the many families at Jennifer Corrado Social Work assisted in the CCU during the COVID-19 pandemic was an elderly deaf member. He had been communicating with staff through a virtual interpreter machine and video conferencing with his son from his phone. Unfortunately, his condition deteriorated and he was intubated. Recognizing additional assistance was needed, Dr. Olufemi Adenuga and his healthcare team reached out to Jennifer. With the help of Yolanda Padilla, Manager of Linguistic and Cultural Services, they arranged to have an in-person American Sign Language interpreter available daily, including during his bedside exam. Sadly, the patient's condition declined. In the days prior to his passing, his family was able to see and speak with him thanks to the interpreter. When prompted by touch, the patient was able to sign limitedly. The last thing he communicated via sign into the hands of the interpreter was, "I love you," most likely a message to his family. His family felt assured that every effort was made by his healthcare team to engage him and be his voice. Congratulations to Bayu Aji, nurse in the critical care unit, Arus Kalandarian, nurse manager of the critical care unit, Yolanda Padilla, manager of linguistic and cultural services, Dr. Olufemi Adenuga, pulmonary critical care, and Jennifer Corrado, social work. Thank you to our critical care team for delivering sensitive and compassionate care during our patients' time of need. And now I'd like to turn the program over to Cheryl Sack, our Chief Administrative Officer.
Thank you, Eugene. It's my pleasure to be here today to recognize individuals who are going above and beyond to make a difference. Partnership, accountability, quality, flexibility, integrity, service, and results. These are the qualities that you will find in an everyday hero. Our next honoree is Dr. Gayla Ivory, OBGYN Department. While on a return flight from Tampa, Florida to LAX, Dr. Ivory jumped into action to help save a passenger who was having an emergency. She noticed a flight attendant running from the back of the plane to the front and followed. Dr. Ivory found a gentleman semi-conscious. He awakened from a nap, had chest pressure, breathing issues, couldn't talk, and his blood pressure was going down. With help from 2 nurses on board, they used the first aid kit on the plane and started an IV. Due to the passenger's condition, Dr. Ivory advised the captain that he was not stable and needed further treatment. Thanks to her persistence, the flight was diverted. Terrell Owens, a former football player, was on the plane and posted on social media extending his appreciation for their acts of professionalism and medical responses. Dr. Ivory's actions under stressful conditions resulted in a positive outcome for the passenger, and we are proud to have her on our team, says Dr. John Bigley, Area Medical Director, Baldwin Park Medical Center. Congratulations, Dr. Ivory. This is a very well-deserved award. Now I would like to introduce Michelle Nowicki, Chief Operating Officer.
Thank you, Cheryl. The Everyday Hero program is a very special program here at Kaiser Permanente Baldwin Park. It enables us to recognize our staff for the exemplary work they've done to help our members. Today, we're here to recognize Felix. Felix is a supervisor in our EVS department. Felix Jimenez is more than a hero to one family. They've made him an honorary member. He met the family during daily rounds while their husband and father was hospitalized during his final illness. Felix sensed that they could use a friend, and that's what he became. His daily visits lightened their hearts and minds. Felix always came into our father's room with a great attitude, wrote his children in a letter praising Felix. He filled the room with his positive energy. To give the members a break now and then, Felix sat and talked with their father, who feared being alone. Both their father and their mother felt comfortable speaking with Felix and opened up to him. On their mother's birthday, which had to be celebrated in the hospital, he surprised them with a beautiful cake. We truly appreciate the service and, most importantly, the friendship that Felix gave our family, wrote his children. If every hospital had a Felix, we know that it would make all the difference. Thank you, Felix. We so appreciate everything you do for our members and for your team. You're a wonderful everyday hero. Now we'll turn the program back over to Dr. Bigley.
Thank you, Michelle. And now I have the honor and privilege of recognizing a group of individuals who were instrumental throughout the pandemic in helping to keep everyone safe while at the same time helping to reduce everyone's anxiety. Thanks to the efforts of our infectious disease physicians and our infection prevention control department to educate staff during COVID-19, the anxiety for our healthcare workers was lessened. Throughout the early stages of the pandemic, these dedicated individuals went above and beyond to manage the needs of the medical center and our surrounding medical offices for the sake of keeping everyone safe. Our infectious disease physicians participated in leadership meetings, town halls, and answered questions 24/7 from coworkers. Even the former chief of infectious disease came out of retirement to work side by side with his colleagues to help alleviate fears of the unknown. Throughout this challenging time, the Infection Prevention and Control team ran daily COVID-19 patient numbers and assisted departments with new workflows while maintaining their daily duties. With overwhelming days and demands, this team maintained a positive attitude and served as a valuable resource. At a time when this disease was taking lives, these committed individuals put themselves at risk to help patients, physicians, staff, families, and visitors. Their expertise saved lives. Congratulations to Derek Turner, Infection Prevention and Control, Dr. Donald Wang, Infectious Disease, Russ Abalera, Infection Prevention and Control, Dr. Gary Bluestone, Chief, Infectious Disease, Dr. Bruce Carigliano, Infectious Disease, Craig Verzani, Infection Prevention and Control, and Dr. Mani Baheshti, Infectious Disease. Congratulations to our Infectious Disease and Infection Prevention and Control departments. And now, I'd like to turn it over to Eugene to recognize our final honoree.
Thank you, Dr. Bigley. Our next honoree, Dr. Previn De Silva of Cardiology, raced to the rescue to help a 14-year-old girl during a ski trip. I'm a cardiologist. The minute Dr. Previn De Silva spoke these words, the young ski patrollers breathed a sigh of relief. They'd been struggling to save a girl's life high on a mountainside when Dr. De Silva hopped off a ski lift and raced to the rescue. He immediately volunteered to take charge of a 14-year-old girl in full cardiac arrest. He quickly helped stabilize her, then accompanied her down the mountain to a waiting ambulance. Dr. De Silva's care continued as he consulted with physicians at Children's Hospital Los Angeles, where the girl was airlifted for advanced care. He stayed in touch with her family and was thrilled to report that his young patient was doing just fine. Where other people might have turned away, Dr. De Silva instantly took full responsibility, says Dr. Brian Suh, Chief of Radiology, who also happened to be on the mountain that day. He's truly a hero for saving her life. We thank Dr. De Silva for his quick actions and medical expertise. We have many outstanding people working here at the Baldwin Park Medical Center, and this gallery enables us to showcase some of their efforts and tell their inspiring stories. We congratulate each and every one of our everyday heroes for going above and beyond. On behalf of the Baldwin Park leadership team and the many lives that have been touched by the care that you provide, we thank you.